Hi everyone. Just waiting for it to start. All right. Let me know as usual if the volume is good. Today I am working on the hem of my D20 project. I decided to do a split hem, which I think works nicely. I tried it on. I like the way it works. It's really good. So I'm just knitting 20 rows, and then I was actually thinking of blocking it and holding the edge on like a barber cord, because I just want to make sure that it fits the way that I want, because I'm going to do a tubular bind off. So yeah, hi Sophia, Celeste, and Rachel. What are you guys knitting on? Hi Sarah. I started watching, well, I watched like part of the first episode a while ago and just like couldn't get into it. But I've been watching Wednesday as I've been knitting on this, and it's been fun. I finally like am in it. Oh, thank you. It's actually a complete dress. I was out and about today and I got a lot of compliments on it. So yeah, I very much feel like this is my bitch I'm a cow dress. If you know that Doja Cat song. All right, so you're working on a second sock and you're sad about it. Oh, but it's gonna feel so good when it's done. Yeah, it's a whole dress. I will stand up in a second to show you. Hand spun Calliope, lovely. Hi Angel Renee. Yeah, it's like a two beverage day, so I've got my Polar and my iced coffee, you know. Oh, Sophia, you must be getting close to being done with that, right? Yeah, I was kind of thinking of doing the like last couple of rows of the tubular bind off in like the acid yellow that's up here. Just like a nice little strand to tie it together. I think that would be nice. I also still have to pick up the neckline and add some ribbing there. And all of that could impact the length. So that's kind of why I was thinking of blocking it before deciding on the hem, you know, before binding off the hem, especially with a tubular bind off, because those are such a pain in the butt to undo. Oh no, you have to get up at 4 for work? That sounds terrible. I'm so sorry. If we stop hearing from you, we will know what happened. Hi, Emily, welcome. 40 grams of yarn left. Oh my god, you're getting so close. Yeah, this is like one of the Frankenskeins that I wound up. It's just all like kind of multicolored or multi-speckled, mostly whites. And then I might run out of this skein of Mondim, which is a color I really, really like of theirs. I would actually buy another skein of this just to have it. Well, we had a lot of fun at the check-in on Sunday for the knit along. Saturday, Sunday. That was really nice. And this weekend, I'm heading up to Washington for a big old party that you've probably heard me talking about, and Mother's Day, and it should be really fun. And while I'm talking about that, I should mention that there will be no live stream next week because my mom and Yaya are going to be in town. So there won't be a live stream, but then there will be one the following week. So who knows how much of knitting I will get done by that time. Ooh, you cast on your D20 shawl. How did your new yarn ball D20 work? What was your first roll? I think, like, I mean, I'm gonna jinx it, but I think we have finally turned a corner with our weather here, because it's just been, even this morning was miserable. But today it's sunny, and it was like 70 degrees, so I was sitting on the deck doing a little bit of crochet. When I got up, I realized my butt was wet because it was raining yesterday and the cushion wasn't entirely dry, but that's okay. I'll forgive the cushion. It's doing its best. Are the curtains tied up because of cats? I just do that to keep them out of the way. I know it's not like the cutest thing, but we have this big window here, and it basically looks directly into our neighbor's yard. So I do try and kind of block it off a little bit. Moose is pretty okay with the curtains. Sometimes she'll get stuck behind it, but I hear like stories of other people's cats and just like the mischief that they get into, and really she's not a very mischievous cat. So she'll probably come and hang out in a bit. But yeah, she has her little cat shelf here. Does your partner knit? They know how to knit. We actually did a whole little YouTube video maybe like 2 years ago about all of their knitting projects and how I taught them how to knit and stuff. So you could look that up. But so they have knit things and they do know how, but they're not really a knitter. Is that fair to say? They said yes. They're playing Animal Crossing on the couch. did finish a book from the last time that I was on live, which was called Wayward. It's like a new release, and it was like a multi-generational story of basically some women with magical abilities. One was like, it's funny because I so easily say colonial time because I am so in the America mindset, but it was basically like a village in England. So there was like one like long ago village, and like a wise woman. That was like the first generation story. And then there was a woman like in the 40s who had her story. And then there was like a present day story. And it sort of told all of them at the same time and how they like related to each other and what their powers could do. It was entertaining. It wasn't as like mind-blowing as I'd hoped it would be, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's called Wayward, and it is by Amelia Hart. But I think that came up when I was like specifically looking at kind of like folk horror-y stuff. It was not a scary book. It was not horror, but yeah, that one came up and I finished that and enjoyed it. The narrator, either there were 3 narrators or the one narrator did an excellent job of sort of capturing all their different voices. So yeah, I enjoyed that one a lot. And I just started remember which audiobook I just started. I have like 3. I think it's another Becky Chambers book, but I'm not really like in it yet, so Your Cat is Indoor Outdoor, which is not a problem in the house, but a hunter. Oh no, outside our neighbors love that about him, but you don't. I mean, it's their nature. Yeah, my mom and sister's cat is also brings them presents, which they definitely wish he didn't, but yeah, Moose is indoor. Although she did keep rats away from our house in Boston, so know if ACOTAR book 6 is in the works. I honestly thought that there was one coming out next year, and then I was talking about this with one of my knit night friends and she was like, I don't think so. So I know there's one in the works, but I don't know when it's coming out. But I think there's a new book in the Crescent City series, which if you have not read yet, you need to read. Heavy hint. So the 3rd one of that is coming out soon. So I think like next year. But there's also, there's the TV show in the works. Who knows when that's going to come to fruition, but hopefully that's not like so far off in the future, because that would be really cool. And the guy who, like, I don't know if it's a producer or the director of Outlander is like involved in a TV adaptation of ACOTAR. And for those who do not know, ACOTAR is A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's very, very good. Are any of you working on spring or summer projects? I'm definitely feeling the itch, but I have so many like obligation projects that I don't think I'm gonna get any summer knits in, at least immediately. Definitely keep hearing Avatar in my mind in spite of that, of being like, that's not the acronym. That's not Becky Chambers, right? I feel like I missed something while I was typing. No, ACOTAR is Sarah J. Maas. Becky Chambers writes sci-fi. I would say like feminist and like very optimistic left-wing sci-fi. Yes, on the warm weather crafting train. I'm knitting the Good Tank by Are You Knitting Me? That's funny. I'm terrible at spring summer knits. I want so badly to enjoy knitting them, but for some reason I always dislike it so much. Someone convert me. I'm working on a Rhoda jumper by Irene Lynn, and I cast on the Taro tee today. Amazing. We're all feeling that like itch. I feel like the best way to get into spring summer knitting is by knitting something that is like a wool cotton blend. Yeah, I get you. I understand. Not yet. Have to finish current projects. Almost done with your mom's cardigan. That's amazing. The pressed flowers cardigan. I hope you bring it to knit night tomorrow so I can see and take a picture. She's gonna love it. Yeah, I mean, the nice thing about like a summer tank top is that it does actually go pretty quick, you know? Especially like a little tank top or something. Yesterday I wore the tank top I knit last year, which is like in a sport weight, and I wore it with like a collared shirt that's like kind of drapey over it and open. I thought it was a good vibe. I knit a linen cotton blend sweater last year and wore it today. Yeah, I love a linen cotton blend. I really like Zoe by Juniper Moon Farms. I also really like Remix and Remix Light from Barocco, which has like recycled fibers in it. Mojave by Kelborn Woolens as well. All of those are really great summery yarns. Yeah. I've been hardcore forever planning that Jessie May sweater with the big shoulder holes. Forget what it's called. Helix? Oh, I think so. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, so nice as a tank top and sweater. You have Recalibrate on the needles. Need to finish that. Planning on working the ribbing at knit night tomorrow. Cool. Good. Yeah, the one that I knit was bottom up, which was a Jessie May pattern. But it's also like, it's not that much length. Like, and because it's a pretty loose gauge, so I use like a sport weight. I don't know, it went by pretty quick. I think I knit it in like 10 days. You love Remix Light? Yes. Hold on, I'm on YouTube. Oh, yeah. You're working on a temperature blanket and you're 3 months behind reliving end of January. Woo! End of January. How many stitches are you knitting per row? I think temperature blanket folks are real brave, braver than me. But then I guess some people would think that way about the D20 project. So yeah, Remix Light is like really a great yarn. I knit this like Olga jazzy pattern in Remix, like, God, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. I knit it in a red, and I just don't really wear red, so I didn't wear it very often, but I really loved the feel of that. And a friend of mine made like, I don't know, like a loose cardigan with it, just to, you know, throw over, you know, on like a chilly night. And I thought it was so nice. I've always thought about doing something like that. Hi, yeah. All I was doing was calling to ask if you were excited to see me next week, because I'm excited to see you. Not even next week, later this week. You're working on a bunch of projects, just started a baby blanket in crochet for a baby due in a week. Oh my God, again, brave. Way braver than me. You're working on the ribbing of a soldatna, and I'm hoping that I can wear it on cooler spring and summer days. Oh yeah, totally. Did you do it in like super bright colors or like kind of neutral colors? That pattern is so fun and can be like really versatile. Love how temperature blankets look, and especially the idea of it, but I know I would not be able to keep up. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like when I talked about like knitting all of those socks last year. It just like a project like that really digs into your knitting time is like the best way to say it. So like other projects, just like I don't even know if I knit a sweater last year. I knit something. I just didn't knit that many garments because I was knitting so many socks. And I'm really happy to have the socks, but you know, that's all I knit. I love you too, yeah. Made a baby muscle burra hat this week. It was so fast and very cute. Oh my God, cute. Yeah, the soldatna is really a nice color work pattern, and I feel like it's quick, you know, because it's like short sleeve and cropped. Pretty neutral beige, black, green, and orange, but like muted green and orange. Ooh, amazing. I always see those when I'm at like knitting events, you know, like fiber festivals or yarn crawls or whatever. Like there's always someone wearing a soldatna, and like any color combination, I'm always like, ooh. Like some people go like super neon, some people go like much more muted, but like that with like a pair of like linen pants or over a dress, yeah, it's such a nice way to like spice up an outfit. It was pretty quick. And your first stranded colorwork garment, oh my God, congrats, that's amazing. Are you happy with like your tension and everything? You will definitely lengthen the sleeves and the body. Yeah, and it's very easily adaptable. Yeah, you think the tension is pretty good. That's amazing. Need to know, how do people eat finger snacks and knit? I feel like it's one or the other, and one always wins more. Had the attention of eating popcorn and knitting, and well, have just been eating. I don't know if you've seen those very, very silly like finger gripper things. I know Candace from Farmer's Daughter said she once put a sign out for Dorito feeding volunteers to feed knitters while they were knitting. Yeah, one of my favorite things to eat ever are Cheetos, and that is like the worst knitting snack you could imagine. I'm gonna look for these things that I'm thinking of. I don't even know how to look for them. Oh yeah, okay, this is what I was thinking of. So you can knit and your hands are free, and then you can kind of like grab them. Hold on. I don't know about their efficacy, okay? But they're pretty hilarious. Maybe I should get some to try out. Isn't that funny? I mean, like, it's pretty common for people to eat like hot Cheetos and Cheetos with chopsticks. But again, you don't necessarily, like, you know, you need your hands. So I'm almost done simmering oxtail soup. It was butchering day at my brother-in-law's farm, and he sent me a gift for lending my hubby. It smells so good. Oh, that sounds amazing. I know, I actually like pulled a fast one on everyone, and I ate before the live stream. So I had leftover pasta with some really good sausage and roasted broccoli. It was perfect. You're losing my mind. This is so ridiculous, but wonderful. Yeah, I feel like maybe I should buy, because they come in like a 4-pack, and then just give them to my coworkers. It's pretty funny. Oh, those are all black. That's boring. Where's the multicolor? Multicolor. So funny. Okay, well, I'm gonna buy some and use them on the live stream next week, okay? Or not next week, but in a couple weeks. Finished my first Christmas knit gift yesterday. 30 more to go. Oh my god. No wonder you started so early. Made the Christmas Eve Skies sock from the Charming Colorworks Socks book. Embarrassingly, as a Chinese person, my chopstick skills are bad. Need to get better for snacks. Oh my god. We used to go to this there was a really large Vietnamese population in Boston, and there was a pho place that we loved, and of course we were like always the only non-Vietnamese people, which is like A+ way to know a restaurant's good. And we would go there pretty frequently, and the number of times it was always like older men who were like sitting next to us who were like, "You're really good with chopsticks." It was pretty funny. I think it happened twice, but I'm still very proud that I got complimented on my pho eating skills. In Maryland, so 9 p.m. and done eating. Yeah, totally. So ready for this demonstration. Sounds delish. Had hamburgers and onion rings. Ooh, love an onion ring. Yeah, I will definitely have the little finger tweezers. Ooh, that doesn't sound good though. And I'll get some messy snacks. Yeah, I don't know where I saw those initially, but it's pretty funny. Yeah, especially like hot Cheetos. I remember a friend of mine in library school was eating hot Cheetos with chopsticks, and it's something that I feel like in LA happens a lot because there's a lot of different like ethnicities, right? And my friend and I was like, "Oh my god, you're using chopsticks." And they were like, "Yeah, I'm an adult. I don't want like red fingers." And then just like walked out of the room, and it was a really glorious moment. Finger tweezers upsetting. Yes. Pickles and Cheetos. Ugh. Ugh. That combo did not sit right. We've talked about this before. Can you think of bad, messy snacks to eat while knitting? Chips. Like, if I get finger tweezers. So that I can knit and then also get snacks. Like, saucy wings or something. Is that upsetting?
Popcorn.
Popcorn? Like cheesy popcorn? I don't think that's worse than Cheetos, though. Powdered donuts. Powdered donut holes. Hi, Chris. I was just talking about these, like, we were talking about bad snacks to eat while knitting. And to use these little finger tweezer stuff. Oh, you're so welcome for the Gen Z music. Powdered jelly-filled donuts. Brutal. Oh my god. Out of control, you guys. Knuckle chopsticks. Oh my god, everybody. What about like ribs? I think that's what I was thinking of. Oh. Ribs is a bad one. Oh boy. Like, how many times do I have to say this is not a mukbang channel? Like 6 people have left since I started talking about this. Chocolate when knitting with light yarn. Chocolate is a really good one too. Oh my god, this is so funny. Hot Cheetos with nacho cheese in the bag. Oh no! Get out of here. Nachos are a good idea though. But that is out of control. I do live down the street from a 7-Eleven though. Ribs. Yeah, nightmare. Chocolate is bad, especially if a little piece falls through one of the holes and then it ends up staining the wrong side. Grapes dipped in ketchup. You guys, now that is a step too far. Is that something you eat regularly? That's upsetting. Although you could do like a chicken nugget with ketchup. Okay, here. Instead of buying me a coffee, you can buy me snacks for me to try out next, or in the couple weeks. That's out of control. We'll see like how far I get in 2 weeks on this sweater because I'm kind of flying. And I did make a few granny squares, but you know. You support grapes dipped in ketchup for science. Are you kidding me? My sister used to eat all of her fruit with ketchup and I have never let her forget that phase. Oh my god. My sister went through a hardcore phase of like just eating SpaghettiOs, and I was recently talking about that with her, and I like remember having SpaghettiOs like probably in college, just being like, oh yeah, my sister used to love this, and it was like inedibly bad. Ooh. It's basically soggy spaghetti in ketchup is basically what it is. Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. I mean, tomato is like a fruit. Oh my god, that's too funny. My stomach is turning thinking about it. The acidity fruit option. Ooh, yeah. Oh my god, you guys. Chris, how was your first day of, well, I guess it's not your first day anymore, but how has your first bit of work been? I'm excited for you. Lucas on watermelon is good though. Yeah. I like putting like, actually Trader Joe's has a really good like chili lime seasoning powder. I don't know what it is. Flavor powder that I really, really love. It was wonderful, and you got to bring home hella bread. Amazing. Made lots of shots of espresso. Love it. Kay and I went out for coffee this morning. We have a new, like, very close to us coffee shop. And so I've gotten their coffee twice now. And it has a really strong, like, flavor profile of, like, blueberry. I'm not sure like what it is about the roast or like what, you know, what it is, but it's very like fruity. And so I had just like their drip, and then I had a cold brew this morning, and I like don't know if I like it, and I'm kind of bummed about it. I think it's just their like house blend maybe. And yeah, it's a very specific flavor. And it's a bummer because it's like one of the only places we can like walk to get coffee. But we also shared a very, very good cardamom coffee cake muffin. So that was nothing to frown about. Cold brew coffee is my current obsession, but my anxiety and stomach are screaming, please no more. Oh my god, you're so lucky for that, for a coffee shop. I remember my friend who lived in Brooklyn and worked at a coffee shop, fully got up at like 3 every day. Wild. Yeah, but I got this coffee from not a new to me, I just had never been there before, coffee house, and it was really good, but it's not close. So yeah, cardamom's one of my favorites. It was really delicious. But yeah, isn't that funny about the blueberry flavor? I'm not sure what that is. I mean, I know I like, you know, like when you look at coffee, sometimes they're like undertones of chocolate or whatever. But this is like very, very specifically fruity. Welcome to Maple Cam. Hi, Maple. Hi. She's like perfectly in the frame. Small town vibes means late start, thank goodness. Yeah, that's like perfect. Yeah, everyone say hi to Maple. Give her some love. She's a ham. We serve Coava from Portland, and the coffee leans more into that chocolate flavor. Love it. The green velvet sofa. Yeah, I do too, but you know what? We've been having a little bit of buyer's remorse about that green sofa because it's like if you've ever gotten like a bed from IKEA where the frame is like the mattress is supported by slats. That's the same way that this couch is made, because it's like I don't know how to say, like modular, so you can buy like the different sections and like put them together. So I really like the way it looks, but like the structural integrity of it isn't the best. So we've only had the couch for like not even 2 years, and I don't think it's like holding up very well, so it's been kind of a bummer. But it's also like we had a very deep couch. Like when you would sit on it, you would like when you scooted back, you couldn't fold your legs over. And I'm not like a short person, you know. But it was like we bought this couch because we thought it would be better for our like posture. But it's like hard to get snuggly on it because it's just not very big. So I don't know, things that we would consider next time during our next couch purchase. And here comes Moose. Hi. You want to come up and say hi? You can come up. Okay, bye. Is there still coffee people in Portland? I used to love the spicy mocha there. First stop when we were up in the area. Good to know about the sofa. We'll pass that on for the replacement. I haven't been to coffee people, but a spicy mocha sounds familiar. Yeah, I mean, like I've had like a Mexican hot chocolate mocha. Yes. Just like snorting at me. Do you want to go to your shelf or do you want to hang out here? Lounge Lizard has great sofas. Yeah, I think we would just like not buy one from online next time. And like the one we had was IKEA, and that one also just like I have the issue of it like sagging in the middle. Like I need like a couch that is like approved for plus size folks. This is actually also an issue with like mattresses and bed frames, because they're built for people who are like quote unquote whatever average size means, so they don't test it for people who are bigger. So yeah, well, okay. Hi, Moose. You are shedding like mad. Okay, you can stay, but you can't be in the way. Just chill. Stay there. Please. You can lay down. Okay, we'll see how that goes. And there are like mattress companies like Big Fig that specifically cater to plus size folks, but yeah. Things aren't made with real heavy wood like they used to be. Yeah, that's also true. But yeah, in general, it's a little... I did, like, my weekend project was, speaking of IKEA, to go to IKEA and get one of their really big Calyx shelf units, which is just like the cube shelf that's like pretty inexpensive, and kind of reorganize the room that like I used to have my office in before I moved out here, just because there's like no light in that room. And it was a big project, but it feels really good to have kind of finished, like, made that room more useful. Costco used to have furniture, which is where we bought the seat we have, very durable, but we cannot find anything at Costco these days that isn't leather. Interesting. I miss IKEA for the cute dishes for cheap. Yeah, IKEA has a lot of that kind of stuff. I was also just thinking about Daiso. I don't know if you've ever been to Daiso, but there used to be one in San Francisco and Berkeley. Talk about cute stuff. It's like, if you don't know what Daiso is, it's like the Japanese $1.50 store. Oops. And I have like so many little like trinket dishes and stuff from Daiso over like when I lived in the Bay. I love Daiso. And I think there is one like up here somewhere. Did Costco also used to sell coffins, or was that an urban myth? I bet you. Let me see. My search history is going to be confused. Yes, yeah, there's caskets at Costco. Indeed. Oh, there's a rose gold casket called the Mother's Casket. Oh, yeah, there's a lot. There's quite a selection. So, there you go. The more you know. Oh, I don't even know Miniso. There is a place kind of down the street that has a big neon sign. Buy your casket and then get hot. Oh my god. That has a big neon sign that says the Hollywood Chapel. And I was like, oh, maybe we could maybe it's like a pop, like you can pop in to get married. And then I realized it's a crematorium, but it's like a neon sign. It looks really fun. Oh my god. That's too funny. Can you hear Moose purring? Hi. You're being good. I know you want cuddles so bad, but I had a hot dog. My coworker was on his way, and I kind of went in last minute because someone called out. So I didn't have lunch or anything. And so I was like, I think I can hold out until 2, but by 2 I was really hungry. So my coworker brought me a hot dog. And then I got home and I was like, Tim brought me a hot dog. And Kay was like, yeah, that makes me want a hot dog real bad. You goofy. I mean, I guess the afterlife is the ultimate party or whatever. Yeah, give me all the hot dogs in the afterlife. Oh. I can't believe both of the pets are like in the frame right now. You guys are out of control. Let's see how many rows I've got. So this is 14. Nope, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This 13. So I actually am almost done with this, so that's nice. Now I'm craving a Costco hot dog. That usually happens on these live streams. I make everyone want whatever food we end up talking about. I one time, like, Kay and I like had like a CSA one, like a couple summers, but this was like one of the first summers we lived together. And I made a chili that had a bunch, like basically I just like dumped all the veggies that we hadn't eaten into this chili. And so it had like a lot of summer squash and zucchini and corn. And then I got hot dogs and like put the chili over the hot dogs. And Kay was like, this is the bougiest chili I've ever had, but it was really good. Like we both were really into it. And so now when we're like planning food for like the summer, I'm like, ooh, it's like summertime, what do you want to eat? They're always like, bougie chili. I didn't follow a recipe or anything. It just basically means there's a bunch of veg in the chili. So I'm glad you like my bougie chili. Vacation eggs. We have like titles for the dishes we just like made one time. Yeah, there was like a law in Massachusetts where you could only cook hot dogs and marshmallows over a campfire. I don't know, like it was legitimately a law. They were like, you can't cook any food at a campground. Maybe I should fact check myself, but I remember reading that and just feeling like it was like totally absurd. Let's see. Cooking over fire. Campground, Massachusetts. Campground regulations. No, I don't know. Maybe I'm full of crap. But I swear I read that somewhere and it's like stuck in my head. Only hot dogs and marshmallows over a campfire. No, I don't know. Okay, don't listen to me. I'm starting a rumor. Your partner's workplace had a chili off, and this one person took it to the next level, and it was like aged and apparently really, really good, but I have no idea how you age chili. I mean, maybe, okay. I agree that that's like a weird way of describing it. But it's kind of like when you make a soup and you're like, oh, it's all right, but then it sits overnight and it's like broth and everything tastes better. So maybe he like made it and then left it in the fridge for like a couple days and then reheated it. Maybe. I don't know. Growing up, we could only have a fire pit certain times if it was for food, so we would always have hot dog day, and Marshmallow's out to make it a food source. Interesting. Sounds suspiciously like a friend of mine who makes a pot of curry and leaves it on her stove, reheats it until she finishes it. I'm amazed she hasn't made herself sick. Yeah, yikes. And rice, I don't know if she does the rice, but rice is one of the biggest causes of like food poisoning, because it's like a breeding ground for the very specific bacteria that makes people ill. So yikes. And yeah, I think you're right, Celeste. I think he did something similar that outside aging of some aspects. Yeah, I could not do that. That would make me so nervous. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get another seltzer. What's happening over here? Salud. Did you keep everybody company? Nope. No. No, 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 no. Do you want to go up to your shelf? You want to come up here? Come on. Come on. Okay, then stay there. You gotta give me room. We also used to make slugs on the campfire, like a broomstick handle size stick. Wrap the end with biscuit dough and cook it over the fire, and then fill with butter and jam. Okay, I'd eat that. There is a Mexican Jewish bagel place in Humboldt, and you know, banana slugs are really, really popular in Humboldt County. Like, they're just all over the place. And they're like, everything bagel is long and they call it a slug. That's what that made me think of. Yeah, but I would eat that for sure. Thank you, Moose, for your service. Can you believe that this cat is like Not even bothered by the yarn. Now you hear it. It's just part of the lo-fi vibes. What do you think, Moose? Have any of you been listening to Normal Gossip? Are you caught up? I listened to the dog park episode, which has the title like about corgis in it. It was wild. People are wild. Yeah, that's what I will say about that. If you do not listen to Normal Gossip, I would highly recommend it. It's pretty funny. And they just tell stories that are anonymized about people just like behaving badly. And this was absolutely that. It was wild. There's like a queer farmers market one at the beginning of this episode with Samin. I know people were talking about it in the Discord. But yeah, I would highly recommend. Normal Gossip is this podcast where it's basically like a chismosa paradise, where they just like the host tells a story of gossip that people write in, and it's great. People are very misbehaved, you know. You have a serious question. Is getting a master's degree in library science worth it? So what I would say is that... Okay, so what I would say is that if you're wanting to get into libraries and work at libraries, if you don't already, I would strongly recommend trying to get a job, even just as like a library page, anything to just get your foot in the door so that you can work at a library and see if it is for you. And if you're in a good supportive environment, there might be an opportunity for them to pay for it while you're working. And that's probably the best route, and the route that I wish I had gone in. I really used library school as an excuse to like try something new and move, and it did give me experience, but I feel like it's a lot of networking, and I don't know, I don't know what worth it means. For me, I don't really feel like it was worth it. I am glad I had the experience I did, but I am in a ton of debt, and I'm not like practicing as a librarian because I didn't like the school environment, and I don't know. So I think just like get some experience in a library first is what I would say. Because right now also just the professional field is very oversaturated. So it can actually be very difficult to get jobs in the field. So like it's just a complicated profession, I think. So, and that's like, I'm not trying to be pessimistic or discouraging, but that's just like the reality that I wish someone had laid out for me. And like I ended up with basically like the ideal job. It was like created for me, and I still wasn't fully satisfied. And that, I think that was more largely to do with the institution that I was working for. So yeah, I hope that helps. Yeah, you're welcome. Gotta run off to sit on the deck with my partner. We got lights and a hammock. Ooh, amazing. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Nicole. Enjoy your evening. So I think I'm at 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I have 4 more rows, and then I can put this on this holder. And then maybe I will block it like tonight so that I can make sure the length and everything are good. Also, I might need to turn on a light. Maple, please. Maple, don't dig on the couch. Okay, it's okay. Lay down. It's okay. Do you want to go to K? Okay. I still also have Shadow and Bone to watch, but I think I want to start from the beginning of the first season. I think we talked about that a few live streams ago, so it's still in my back pocket, still on my list, so I'll get to it eventually. But that's the kind of like adventure-y, grand adventure-y type show that I really enjoy knitting to, like getting into when I have a lot of knitting to do. Have any of you watched the second season? Or have recommendations for big fantasy adventure shows that you like? I think you'll remember that I watched like all of Game of Thrones, and I feel like since I finished that I've been kind of like, oh, and just watching movies. We did watch, I can't remember if I watched it last week or if I've talked about it on a live, but I feel like I didn't. But we watched Jawbreaker for the first time, which was so great and campy and bizarre and amazing. The outfits were perfect. Wednesday has definitely been like scratching the itch too. And yeah, I think that we're going to wait until Beau is Afraid is streaming, because I'm just very intimidated about going to see a 3-hour-long movie in the theaters. Just doesn't sound like something I want to do right now. If it was like the middle of summer and excruciatingly hot, maybe, but I don't know, it's just a lot. Anyone seen the Wheel of Time show? That's the one that there's just the one season of on Amazon, right? That is based off of the book series. I do remember watching it when it came out. Is there another season? I feel like that came out around the same time as Shadow and Bone, right? Life is one big stress ball for me right now, so I'm searching for knitting vlogmases to watch, if you know any. Yes, okay. Yes, is there a new season? Because I would totally watch that. Vlogmases are very, like knitting vlogs in general, I find very soothing. I liked Brook Willow Knits. Oh yeah, that's out. The Carnival Row show. That was another one where it happened so long ago that I've been, I don't know, putting pressure on myself to start from season 1. But yeah, that's also on my list. I don't think it's more than one season. I think it came out about that time. Yeah, I really liked it when I watched it. I did feel like I remember comparing the two and enjoying enjoying Shadow and Bone better, which I think it's a YA novel and Wheel of Time is not. But yeah, I did enjoy that one. Maybe I'll give that a rewatch. Ooh, the Finished Knitting Stories Vlogmas is a good one. Love that. Yeah, I liked the Brook Willow Knits Vlogmas last year. I always like Sandy by the Lakeside, her Vlogmases. She is like, she comes across as like extremely put together in a way that's a little intimidating, but it's kind of nice. I hope they continue with it because there's like 13 books, but it seems like season 1 is only the first book. Yeah, I remember because it's like an older series, I think. I also remember someone commenting on the fact that it's like very like matriarchal in a lot of ways, but it's written by a man and you can like tell. I don't know. But that was just like, I think I was watching someone's like review of it. I think it's just very 90s. Bye, Chris. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I think that like seeing people that are that organized kind of does, like, I think some people find it soothing, but I find it very like stressful actually. I don't know. I think the show irons out a bunch of the annoying problems. Oh, that's good. I mean, I did, like I said, I enjoyed the show, so I heard someone saying that, but I was like, I didn't really feel that way watching it. And I feel like I'm pretty cognizant of stuff like that, so, but that makes sense. On Sunday, we went to it's like a newer local bar. It's very close to us. And they had a Broadway drag show. I am not a musicals person, and that's fine. But Kay likes musicals, and Tim, who we kind of like invited ourselves to join him at it, is like very into theater. And so we met up with him and one of his friends, and it was really fun. They did like The Wiz, they did Yellow Brick Road, so some of the queens actually sang, and then there was lip singing, whatever. And let's see, where was I going with this? What was the name of the song that she did that was like on the phone?
I don't know what it was from.
Peppa? It was very like chismosa. Let me see. Peppa, not Peppa Pig. Broadway song. Woman on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Women on the verge of a nervous breakdown is the name of the play, and the song is called Peppa. A woman, which was really funny. She did a great job. There's a lot of words in that song, and she like had it down. Someone did the Phantom of the Opera. There was a trivia section. It was fun. Of course, they did some Rent. Yeah, there was some Oklahoma, and the queen had like made her own like kind of turn of the century outfit, and she said she used like 11 yards of fabric or 17 yards of fabric or something crazy. It was wild. Is that based on the Pedro Almodovar movie? I have no idea. Let me see. I'm looking at the Wikipedia page. Yes, it is. Musical tells the tale of a group of women in the late 20th century Madrid whose relationships with men lead to a tumultuous 48 hours of love, confusion, and passion. Yeah, it looks like it was in 2010 on Broadway, but it received mostly negative reviews and closed in January 2011. Oh no. But after 30 previews and 69 performances, it was nominated for 3 Tony Awards. Closed in May of that year. Okay. I mean, yeah, it was very funny. And we're also going to a drag show this Friday, which is one that we're very excited about. So Kay really likes the show Dragula, which is on Shudder. I think the first season is on YouTube, but it's basically like horror drag and it's hosted by the Boulet brothers, who are like a drag duo who like always wear matching outfits and are like pretty iconic. So we're gonna go see their like tour, and it's gonna be kind of bonkers, and I'm pretty excited. Yeah. Hey, Maple. She's rolling around on the ground in that other room. I am real close to running out of this ball. I'm going to be able to finish the 2 rows, but hopefully I don't roll that one again. Also, where did the stick go? My little number stick. I just saw it, I swear. What are you doing in there? Yeah, horror drag. I would highly recommend the show on... If you like RuPaul's Drag Race and you like horror, then you would probably like Dragula. So we'll see. I will definitely let you know how it was next time I'm live. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna finish this and then I'm gonna try it on, and we'll see how she looks. One by one rib, man. Also, so funny, I left my, I have 3 rings that I always wear, and I left them and my favorite earrings at my mom's house when I was visiting in March. I think it was March. All of them. And so I've been feeling naked for over a month, and she's finally bringing them back, and I really hope she doesn't forget. I was like, I'm so sad. I feel like I didn't realize how attached to my jewelry I was. So I did have this extra thumb ring, and then I just found this guy again. I don't wear a lot of silver, so I don't usually wear it, but I've been feeling so naked that I decided to put it on. I think I have some stitch stoppers. Let's see. work? No. Okay, let's just do this on one side then. That probably won't work very well either, but okay. Okay, let me. Okay, wait, this way. Okay. It's pretty good, actually. What do we think? I definitely need to block it. I feel like I'm gonna block it width-wise, so it's like a little looser, but in general, she's cute, right? And with the skirt, you know what? Not mad about it. So there's that, and I am planning on doing full-length sleeves, so I just kind of like to pull that tight. They're gonna, I don't know, sleeves are always big. But so, I have to finish the neckline. But yeah, here we go. Cool. Okay. Ooh. Tilted that a little too much. It's fine. All right, everybody. I am going to sign off for the night. But thanks for hanging out, and reminder that I will not be here next week because I am spending time with my family. But I'll be back the week after that with lots of snacks and the funny finger tweezers. If you would like to support me via Ko-Fi, that would be amazing. It would also just give me some money to buy some snacks. And yeah, I'll see you soon for the next live stream. Thanks for hanging out.